So something about fishing for smallmouth that I personally find really interesting is that throughout the course of our season, which typically runs from like March to October, the way that we target these fish changes drastically. So kind of like a long way to answer your question, it changes as the season changes. So when we start fishing these fish and our season kind of begins, we're talking about water temps in like the mid to maybe high 30s, really cold stuff. At that point in the year, those fish are going to be sitting in like a lot of the more pillowy water. Obviously, it's really cold. They don't, just like you and I, they don't want to work super hard. So they're going to be sitting in a little bit less heavy current and kind of stacked up on structure and whatnot. The one thing that's the same throughout the course of the season is that smallmouth really like structure. So any wood, any rocks, grass, anything like that, definitely keep an eye on that. At this point of the year, kind of like this like late summer deal, where a smallmouth can be in these rivers is extremely diverse. So obviously there's spots that are kind of confident spots and stuff like that, but I mean, you guys have even seen it today, like a lot of mid-river cruising fish hunting. I mean, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but the boat's covered in damselflies right now. So as the season kind of progresses, those fish kind of go from like crushing bait fish and stuff to like kind of a lot more subtle kind of hunting damsels and hunting smaller little pods of bait and stuff like that. So this time of year, really bass can be just about anywhere in terms of like mid-river. And especially like the main difference too between smallmouth and largemouth is smallmouth are very current dependent creatures. So definitely like moving water versus like kind of like backwater sort of swampy stuff is where you're going to find most of your smallmouth bass.